What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shag. So, no, your eyes do not deceive you. The R390 placed last in this race. Just kind of messing around, and then something fun happened here, so I was able to see it. I'll just let y'all enjoy. This was a pretty ridiculous race. I do this race a lot, and I've been wishing for this to happen in a long time. And I will not spoil what happens to the R390 because it was awesome. So, I start out I'm playing as the F687S. That's who I am. And I have not really driven this car before. It's just like the one that I used before. I've used a lot of the Formula Ones at this point because they're fun. Kind of make the R390 tail slide a little bit there. So my mission at the beginning of this level was to help out all the slower cars. So on the first lap or two, I intentionally was trying to mess up the R390 and the GT. So I was like, I just want to see the picture of the Ford GT40 or any of the other cars in second place. So I hit the R390 there. He went flying off, and he did some weird thing where he hit the wall with the front of his car and like slid it. I don't really know what that was. That was really weird. The GT1 spun, and I hit him, but I don't. No, I did hit him. I hit him. I totally hit him there. So now this was the beginning of my fun. Well, it's already happening, but because I was like, the Ford GT40 is winning, and I wonder how, if ever, the Ford GT40 has been winning at this point in the race, unless you do exactly this. I don't think the Ford GT40 would ever be in the lead at this point without human aid here. So the FTO gets passed again, and I was like, no, I wanted them to be behind further than this. So I hit the R390 there. He goes flying off. He takes the S2000 with him a little bit there. So now the FTO actually passed the S2000 race car because of that. The R390 has a second spin. As he comes out of that turn, he spins again, and there he is now in further behind. I was surprised at how far back he ended up getting. And so now I was like, okay, now it's time to mess up the GT1 again because I wanted to mess up the GT1 again because he was in the lead again. And then I ended up hitting the GT40. He hit that weird dark gravel, lost control of his car, and he held second though, or he held third, which is fine. But I was just like, sorry, dude. And then, so my goal was just to kind of mess with the GT1 a little bit. I don't know how I drifted that. It was very strange situation there. So I don't end up actually totally ruining the GT1, but what I do is I wear out his tires a little bit. So I don't think I actually make him spin anymore. I hit him here, slides, drifts it, keeps drifting. And I was like, well, that's actually pretty sweet. I want to give it, even if this race doesn't turn good, I saw him drift that corner and I was like, this is fun. We'll see what happens the rest of this course. The R390 is still catching up from his weird secondary spin, and which I partially caused, by the way. I mean, I didn't make him spin the second time there where he was hitting that wall. I didn't do that to him. I just hit him at the front of the turn and he spun out there, and I think as a result he came back spun again. But that's not even the fun part of this race. It gets better because, as you can see, he's not in last right now, as of right now, so you know something's going to happen. And if you're impatient, you can just wait to the end, because the end is, well, it's not the end, it's like the middle of this race where it happens. So, at this point, I'm still just kind of messing with the GT1 a little bit, but then I think I give up. And I was like, well, I wore his tires out. I made him drift a couple turns. His tires are more worn at this point than they would be without assistance, on quotes on assistance there. And I was like, oh, I think it's going to be fine. At this point, I was also kind of trying to figure out who the R390 was, because at this point, I had no idea where he was. I knew that he had done something weird to like secondary spin, but I hadn't seen what car he was. And then I think I figured out. You can see it's him because he catches up so quick to everybody else in this race. Like his top speed is just substantially higher, even to the G1. He's just so much faster. So I think at this point I knew he was in fourth because I mean, look at how far his dot gets ahead of the F2000s in literally like half a straight away. So I've now decided to leave the GT1. His tires are much worse than they should be, which is nice. They're him and the R390 have about the same tire wear at this point, which is what they should. If anything, the GT1 should have a little bit worse tire wear, but because I messed with the R390 more, they're about even at this point, which is kind of what I wanted. I mean, really, what I wanted was just the Ford GT40 to get second. But then I just felt like too much stuff was happening, so then I was like, it's fine this way. um, so the R390 is doing that. That I did not mess with. I did not cause that. He almost took the S2000 there with him, which would have been hilarious, but it gets better. Um, Actually, I think I'll just go ahead and let y'all enjoy the race, enjoy the good stuff, and then I'll comment in when it gets to the point where it starts to go crazy. So enjoy for now. Right. So here's where it gets going. So we have, I'm now commenting on, this is R390's eighth lap, and this whole race, he's still been struggling to get out of. I assume by this point he was going to be in second place because he's so good, but he's in last because he spun out on that corner and he hit the wall and it slowed him down so much that the FTO actually passed him back. So the FTO's in fifth again. GT1 is just has no tires at this point. He's about to go into the pit. I just pitted, and here we go. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be my reaction to it. I've actually not seen this. I haven't actually. This is the first shot of me playing it. I haven't actually watched this replay yet. So I'm assuming his tire wear. I mean, I've been trying to figure this stuff out. Is like, what's the best amount of damage to do to him tire wise that he like struggles for way longer than is necessary. And I don't know if that FTO hitting him there just helped, but so he's trying to go into the pit. He just did the weird brake thingy, but he missed it. And I don't really know what happened there, but I think it's because he was battling the FTO. He actually missed the pit. And so I actually witnessed him miss it, but I wasn't really expecting that. So now let's just enjoy a lap of him just losing control and losing his mind because his back tires are done and he needs to go into the pit. He should have pitted, but he didn't. Totally losing control there. And let's see what's going on up here while he's accelerating. GT1 is in second still, barely to the Ford GT40. And now we'll keep watching him because I noticed his dot stopping a couple times. I didn't remember when, but I'm like, I think he lost control of his car at some points. So it is weird how he can just kind of like drift it sometimes. Like it works pretty well for him, but here we go. There's a full 360 there. Pretty good given his situation. I mean, he's drifting it. But there he goes. I kind of wanted to spin into that corner and see what happens if it gets stuck, but that's a time for another race. So that was pretty much the main commentary I wanted to do for that part, and now I'll just kind of show me freaking out some because I struggle with this car, and I'll keep cycling through everybody and showing their spins. So thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to enjoy, like, and subscribe, and throw some comments up.